Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No pill's gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you. Oh yeah. Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Well, no pill's gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, singing on the streets again with a little bit of a walk and talk. And today I want to talk about the doctors and why we love the doctors and why that's a bad case of loving the doctors. But more specifically about the mind-body connection, what I discovered about my own chronic back pain that I had a long time ago. I did everything I possibly could to cure this disease. No pill's gonna cure my ill. You certainly don't want to take pills for something. Pulled my back, didn't understand what was wrong, went through a very, very long time of back pain. Tried different pillows, different ways of sleeping, different chiropractors, acupuncture, every single thing. Didn't work. I had a show that I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to get through the show, and I propped myself up in the car, drove to the theater that I was going to be rehearsing in, out of state, and I eventually got there, saw the doctors there. She gave me painkillers if I wanted to take them. We know that's a slippery slope. So my mom sent me a book by Dr. John Sarno called Healing Back Pain. Incredible book. I read the book, and within 2 days I was up and jumping around this rehearsal. It was Godspell, and I was doing all kinds of clowning, fun, dancing, singing, romping around things. And the basic premise of the book addressed what I think is one of the biggest problems in our world right now, is trust in a certain paradigm that puts the solution on band-aiding as opposed to understanding the actual root cause of something. Now, what this book does, specifically with back pain, and of course the mind. This is a book written in the 80s. The mind-body connection has been greatly expanded to include many illnesses. I like to think of it as, if it's a come and go thing, then it's the body that created it. Now we have to figure out how and why the body creates these certain scenarios, because if you don't understand the source of your illness or your pain, then you're not going to be able to stop it. You're just band-aiding it, and it's just going to get worse. The band-aid you might put on it might also exacerbate that illness. So it's very important to not just take something for whatever it is that's wrong, but to understand and find out why the thing that's wrong is there. Frosty the snowman was a very strange looking snowman with a corn cob, with a carrot pie, and a carrot nose and 2 eyes made out of rocks. So we know something's wrong with the back. I knew something was wrong with my back, and no matter what I did physically to change it, wasn't working. And this is because the root cause was emotionally based. My body, breaking it down very simply, my body was generating a physical response in order to distract me from what was going on in my emotional world. The pressures of doing the show, the different things that were accumulating in my life that I was afraid of, gave my subconscious a reason to create a physical manifestation that was distracting me from the actual real situation. And when I realized that through this book and his hundreds of studies and years of practice and people just identifying this particular connection between the mind body and how the mind does these things, the pain begins to go away. Now, you don't have to actually identify the exact thing that's wrong in your life. You just have to know that because there are stresses in everybody's lives, it's going to manifest itself in illness. It's going to manifest itself in in many things, in skin problems, in back pain, in chronic illness, in allergies, in colds, and other kinds of disease that happens. And the body is basically, the subconscious is defending itself against your incredibly stressful world or your incredibly beautiful world. It's not just the stress, but it's also the beauty and the joy. It's about repressed emotions, and if you can reach a deeper emotional state, you can basically overcome many illnesses through this expression of who you are. The baby that doesn't cry is going to develop things. The baby that cries is expressing his natural joy, but cries tears of joy. Tears of joy are natural expression of our emotional experience and connectedness with the world. If we don't experience both the love and the pain that we have actually accumulated, it's like we're constipated emotionally, and that leads to illness. And right now, there's a lot of people who are experiencing a lot of stress and emotion that is being repressed because of our situation. I'm delivering this book to a friend of mine who has hurt his back, and he is going to receive, the truth in this book, and not go from doctor to doctor, from massage therapist to massage therapist, from the acupuncturist to chiropractor to pain reliever to rubbing this on his back, and all the different things. They all draw attention to the fact that there's something physically wrong. And there's nothing that's physically wrong that wasn't created by the brain. Basically, the doctor breaks it down as it's an oxygen deprivation that can happen in an instant. As soon as there's a trigger for the brain to take hold of, it can restrict oxygen flow, just like the magic computer that your body and brain can shut off blood flow to any part of your body at any moment. And that creates the pain and the inability to move, and then you actually do have something physically wrong. But that physical thing that happened was just the brain going, hey, think about this, think about this. Don't think about all the stressful things that are going on. Don't think about all the love that you may not have experienced as well. Don't think about the joy and incredibleness in your life, the great amount of opportunity and love you can have. And also don't think about the stress and the pain and the hardship and the challenges and the emotional experiences that you're having. Think about this painful thing that I've got right here. And once you identify that, your brain is the main culprit in this, and not something that came on the outside and hit you. If something comes from the outside and hits you, that's a thing. That's a real thing. If it's a come and go thing that doesn't happen from the outside, then it's coming from the inside. And therefore, you need to attack it by attacking your insides. I don't mean attacking your insides, but basically hugging your insides. And not looking for the doctor, give me the news. I got a big case of loving you. Once you do this, you can set yourself free from a whole bunch of illnesses that are triggered by the mind-body connection. Look it up. It's a very, very valid and real thing that happens to everybody. Once you unlock yourself emotionally, expressively, you can do this through many different ways, through therapy, through free writing exercises, through meditation, through talking to friends, through reading this book, John Sarno's Healing Back Pain. If you have back pain, I absolutely recommend it. He's helped thousands of people. And when I have other ailments that are not back pain, that just happen to appear in my body for no reason, I identify whether or not something from the outside is happening or something from the inside is happening. And then I'm able to confront these and live a happier, more emotionally satisfying life. So there you have a little walk and talk with Jason about the mind-body connection, healing back pain, and many, many other illnesses that all fit in the same category. Doctor, give me the news. I got a big keys to loving you. No pills gonna cure my ill. I got a big keys to loving you. And I love you. Enjoy.